there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
Hey guys, welcome back once again to Niagara Fire Corals. Stick around. Today we're going to take a look at the ITC Parwise. I'm going to compare this along with the Seneye and we'll see what the differences are between the two, see how close that they measure par to each other, and we'll have a discussion about it. Should be an exciting one. Let's go take a look.
Go, 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 go. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
Okay guys, so real quick here, I'm going to just show you what comes in the box. It's not very much, so this will be very quick, and then I'll show you some quick comparisons between the Seneye and the Parwise, and then we'll get into having a look to see if there's any differences. So in the box, all you're going to receive, let's see if I can get it here, is your Parwise monitor. Okay, and I believe the cable on it is 8 feet long, so you do get a lot of cable. And then for Android phones, tablets, whatever, you do get the USB-C adapter. See if I can get it to focus here. Come on. You get the USB-C adapter to USB, so you can plug your Parwise directly into your phone. That's the number one big difference between the Parwise and the Seneye. So to do a comparison between the two, I mean, they're both about the same size. They look pretty well the same. This being the Seneye and this is the Parwise. Now I've had this Seneye for many years and I'm interested to see what the difference is, because this Seneye, from my understanding and doing a lot of reading on it, is they're not overly accurate with today's newer LEDs. So it'll be interesting to see how much of a difference there is on them. But we're gonna have a look and we're gonna see. Okay, so we're gonna do some par readings on the new frag system. It's just easier for me to get in and out of this tank to do it. I will start out by saying that the one really big difference for me in these two par meters is going to be the simplicity of the Parwise, and this is the reason why I picked it up. I've had, like I said earlier, I've had the Seneye for many years. The unfortunate part of the Seneye is you have to have it hooked up to a computer or laptop, something along those lines. You can't hook it up to your phone, and you know, you can't lend it out. And that's one part that really bothered me, is I had a lot of friends that wanted to borrow the Seneye from me, and you just can't lend it out. You can lend it out if, when you purchase it, you sign up into your Seneye with, say, a secondary email address you set up just for that, and you don't mind giving that email address and password to somebody else. Mine, unfortunately, was set up to my personal email, and I wasn't going to start giving my personal email and password out to anybody that wanted to use my Seneye. So unfortunately, if I wasn't available to actually take my laptop with me to their house to do par readings, I couldn't do it. Now with the ITC Parwise, it just simply plugs into your Android phone and away you go. No, you don't have to take a computer or laptop with you. If a friend wants to borrow it, they just download the ITC Parwise app and they can plug it into their own phone and they can use it. It's not tied to you as an individual, therefore it's easy to lend out and let people borrow it. So that is a huge plus for me and a huge difference between these two. So I'm gonna get into just getting these set up, getting them ready to go, and we'll do some par readings, see what the difference is. Okay guys, so this is just a quick run over of what you'll get with your Seneye. This would be your screen if you were to go into the par tab and you're doing your par readings. So you can see that you have your spectrum that is clearly shown there, and then you have per and par. Per would be the amount of light that's actually usable by your coral, and then par would be par. The reason that they show per and par is because you can have all the par in the world, but if it's green and not usable light by the coral, then it doesn't really matter if you're at 500 or 600 par. It's not useful to them. So the per is going to show you what percentage of the amount of par you're getting is actually usable by the coral. So that just gives you a quick rundown on the page you'll see with the Seneye, and we'll get into doing some par readings now. Okay guys, so to get that Seneye set up, I obviously had to unplug my laptop from my desk, disconnect everything from it, and bring it over here near the tank, so I was able to use the Seneye. The big difference here is with the Parwise, you're just going to go into your Parwise app that you can download off of Google or wherever you download your apps from. You will simply, so here's the app here, you can get it in. You will simply just plug the Parwise into the bottom of the phone. You click connect, and the Parwise is going to connect, and then we can get into doing our testing. You just choose your Parwise, click connect, and away you go. So the one thing I am going to show you, this is the app once you're into it. Now there's this button up the top here, and it actually shows you this button right here. It actually shows you like a little emblem of your Parwise. If you are taking your light par readings inside of your tank, you do not want this backdrop. This backdrop would be for if you were doing par readings for, say, home plants or outside of the tank in the air, between your lights and your water. But once you're going to go underwater and you're going to start testing, you want to hit this button here, and there you go. You see how you get the backdrop now of corals? That's what you want as your backdrop to do your accurate testing. The one thing with the Parwise, the directions for it are very vague, and so I thought I would point that out to try and help anybody with that. So make sure that you have this backdrop before you start doing your par readings, okay? And then if you look down in the bottom, you can see par and lux, CCT. So that's where you're going to get your readings, and then we'll get into graphs and everything else. So show you what this thing can do and what it's capable of. Okay, so for the purpose of this video, I do not have a proper holder for these meters. So what I've done, I have these kind of acrylic rods. I just attached the sensors on the end. Both of them have been done exactly the same. Okay guys, I'm going to keep yous on. This is the screen for the Seneye. You can see there in the top left, the par's reading 93, 92, 91. It's bouncing around because I still have the pumps on. I'm going to turn the pump off just for this video. And what I'm hoping I'm going to be able to do, and you guys will find out in a minute if I was able to do it, is I'm going to try and do a split screen so you guys can see the differences real time. Both sensors will be in the tank in the same location side by side. So I won't be taking them in and out and doing them individually. I will do them same time, and hopefully you guys will be able to see the difference real time. I will say that I am very shocked at the difference. So let's get right into it. Okay guys, I'm just going to show you another couple of things here that you get along with the Parwise. So you have a main menu here. Let's see if I can get this to focus here. This is a main menu in the dashboard. So you have a spectrum analyzer, color analyzer. You know, these are more tools for you, but it does give you charts, and it'll show you your lux. It'll show you your current peak in nanometers. So I'm, you know, getting close to 450, and it'll show you your par. So you could be on this page if you wanted to while you're tuning your lights, but very handy. So we'll go back to the menu. I haven't worked with this a lot myself at all, guys, so a lot of this is new to me as well. But this is very similar to that page that you would have gotten on the Seneye, and it does the same thing. It's just another way of kind of showing you where your peak is in your spectrum, and you know, where your color's at, nanometers, lux, and par. Again, all we really need is our main information. You want to know where your peak of that curve is, and you want to know your par. And this is a great little product, and it's, I mean, the simplicity of just right there, plugging it into the bottom of your phone. You throw this in your pocket and away you go. So this is pretty well dead center, right in the middle of the frag system. Now this is an LPS system, so my par levels are lower than what I obviously would keep my main display tank at. But as you can see there, the Seneye is reading, you know, around 175 par, and the ITC is reading, you know, 129, 128, 130. So that's a pretty substantial difference. I'm kind of shocked by that. So let's try another spot. Get them right side by side, exactly the same location. Okay, so up here, they're reading almost identical. Yeah. Go back to the middle of the tank again. I'm going to go to the back corner here. Parwise, you know, we're 130, say average of 140, and the Seneye were, you know, an average of 190. I am very surprised by what we're getting here as a difference. So this is right at the very front of the tank. Seneye's reading in between 140 and 150, and the Parwise is reading in at 105, 107, 109. Go to the back corner of the tank. 126, 127, and the Seneye's, you know, 150. Well, there's a good, you know, like 15% difference. 120 to 150. Gotta say, it is surprising. I didn't expect to see this much of a difference in the two. So now the question is, which one do you believe? For me, even 50 par difference, not gonna make a big deal about that. I tend to believe that the Parwise is probably the more accurate of the two, simply because the Parwise is a brand new product, hasn't been out very long, and is most likely been tuned to our more recent lighting that everybody is using, whereas my Seneye I have had now for probably 6 to 7 years. and lighting has substantially changed in that amount of time. So I would say that the Parwise would be the one I'd more trust to be accurate. All right, guys, I'm going to keep this one short for today. I hope you enjoyed and saw what the subtle differences are between the Seneye and the Parwise. If you're somebody like me and you have, you know, as you can see, multiple systems, and you know, you want to share your par meter with friends or family, then maybe the Parwise is a better option for you, as it is much easier to travel around with from tank to tank or from friend's house to friend's house, and use it. So that's it for today, guys, and until the next time, make sure you take care and happy reefing.